What's up, weirdos? What's going on, guys? Back already with another banger. All right, let's see what's going on out there. Super chat right off the bat. Eddie, my guy, what's up, buddy? CPI down, DXY dropping, and the M2 is moving up. Now we need rate cuts. Stat. I agree, brother, and we're going to have a look at all of the markets to see what's going on. And I agree, M2 money supply is looking juicy, but before we get into that, guys, I got the damn hiccups. As soon as I go live, I got the damn hiccups, eh? Go figure. All right, so what do we have here on Bitcoin? So we closed around 79,600. We dropped down to 79,300 now, guys. I did tell you guys, until we break this trend line right here, all we're doing is putting in a higher low, right? So what we want to see out of this new daily candle tomorrow, we need to break above this yellow line and close up here. We need to close above, let's say, roughly 82,000, right? 82,000 we need to close above tomorrow. So that's what I'll be watching for. Isaac, my guy, what's up, buddy? Guys, with the support. Holy smokes. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you guys. God bless. Thank you, and thank you again. Absolutely. Right in the feels, man. Right in the feels. So, yeah. But, guys, I got to be honest with you. I have a feeling we're coming back down to around that 77, 78, 77 range, right inside of here somewhere. I have a feeling we're going to be coming back down again. We're going to range here, guys. We're probably going to range here for a while. I do see a breakout on this coming, but not yet, right? I don't think that breakout on this is coming until around May. First week, like around maybe the first week of May, 7th to the 10th, somewhere in that range, okay? Now, as you can see, what we're doing here is, we're kind of putting in this, this descending channel here, right? We're putting it in right now. We are going to break out of this at some point, guys, right? I think we're going to come back down. We'll probably retest it. I think we're going to break out somewhere around, let me put a line in here. April. I don't think we're having our breakout until around, over here, guys, right? Somewhere over here on the daily time frame. Oh, sorry. Somewhere around. Let's get a square going on. My area would be 10th, right? 10th to 7th. All right. Somewhere inside this box range, between the 7th and the 10th, that's where I think we're going to break out and start moving up. I think we're going to ping pong until that happens. I think we're going to go sideways until around the beginning of now. Now, why do I think that? Where do I pull that number from? You might be sitting there going, Rob's just pulling numbers out of his ass again. What the hell, man? Well, au contraire, mon frère, I bring receipts. I show you my logic, okay? So let's have a looky-loo at the M2 money supply as we continue to track this and look at how beautiful this is. Look, it's climbing like crazy right now, guys. Today and yesterday, boom, nice spike up. I want to see. Now, listen, if Bitcoin continues to track the M2 money supply the way that it is right now, the way that it has been, right, for a long time now, then you want to see what's happening over here. This up here, you want to see this continue to skyrocket at this point, right? Because obviously the price of Bitcoin, the chart on Bitcoin is going to follow it. There's about an 80% correlation to the M2 money supply, right? So this could just be the beginning of this run, this leg right here, okay? As we continue to climb here, Now, where do I get May 7th to 10th from? Well, as you can see, there's a slight delay on Bitcoin versus the M2 money supply, right? You see the M2 money supply come down. About a week later, Bitcoin starts to come down, as you can see, right? It went up, Bitcoin started to go up, it dropped down, Bitcoin's starting to drop down. So we're probably going to ping pong in this area here through April. And then, so right here on May 7th, right? Well, really down here when we really start to move up. On May 1st, you see Bitcoin, or you see the M2 money supply start to work its way up. So that would mean that you, on a delay of about a week, you'd see Bitcoin around the 7th to the 10th, right in this range here, right around here, you'd see it start to track similar, but about a week or so delayed, right? So that's where I get the date, somewhere around, let's say somewhere around the 10th, right, of May. That's what I think is going to happen. So as we continue to stay correlated here very, very nicely. But yes, the M2 money supply starting to really, really work its way up violently here. And so you want to see that, because if we do track this and we stay in this tracking zone, well, then what's going to happen if the M2 money supply continues to climb? Obviously, Bitcoin's going to continue to do the same thing. So that's what we want to see, guys. Let's go have a look at the Dixie, or the SPX here. What's happening in the stock market today? Stock market is still kind of bloody. We had that massive drop. It tried to climb. It's climbed a little bit, but still not looking fantastic. What about gold and silver? Ooh, look at gold climbing. Gold is climbing. You love to see that, guys. Very good, very nice. What about silver? Silver's starting to try to climb too. Silver's starting to climb. Bitcoin, crypto's climbing. Bitcoin was climbing. Gold climbing. Silver climbing. Very nice. Yes. Stock market's starting to climb. So yeah, it's all looking pretty good. Dixie, did we look at the Dixie? No, we didn't. The DXY, hopefully this will be dropping, right? Yeah, look at that, baby. We wicked down into my little golden pocket there too. You'll love to see that. Let's get the M2 money supply chart down. All right, so look at that, guys. Look at that. So this was back in, this is back when we had the run last year, at the end of last year, right? October, November, December, you saw the DXY drop down, as you can see, into this range, right? If we go like this, boop, almost to this range anyway, right? It touched the top of it, right? So we're right in that range right now because we wick back up. So what that means is, look what happened when the DXY dropped down to this level, right? Kind of bottomed out, then started to really skyrocket. Holy smokes, right around the end of the year. Look at that. That's crazy. But what happened? Let's see what happened to the total 2 at that time. I have no idea. I'm seeing this in real time, just like you guys, right? Let's see. Right in that same time frame, look what happened to the total 2. I'm seeing this in real time, just like you guys. Like I said, started skyrocketing, right? Right at the October, November, boom, started to skyrocket. Now, the total 2 is the market cap of everything except Bitcoin. So Ethereum and the altcoins, right? Let's go look at what happened to Bitcoin. November, same thing. Bitcoin started to skyrocket too. Interesting. So the DXY and Bitcoin and the altcoins all started going up at the same time. That's very, very odd, because normally Bitcoin and the DXY are inverse correlated. So that's very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Oh, we got another super chat here. Gamma Goddess in the house. There she is. XCN on the move again. Yes, it is. You know what? Let's look at the chart. Let's look at the chart. Look at that. We're retesting resistance here. Right? We haven't touched it yet, but we're up at 1 cent 8. We've got a resistance. As you can see here, we wicked off of it. We touched it and rejected off earlier today. We had our close. Now we're working our way back up to it. Let's see if maybe we can break resistance on Onyx Coin while we're live streaming. Let's see if that happens. And in the meantime, I'll leave the XCN chart on the screen and we will get into the chat a little bit. WF Capital in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you, my friend. David, what's up, man? Let's go, Zivek. Absolutely, man. Go time in the house. Matt's here. What's going on? My guy Williams in the house. Go time says hit the like button on your way in. Yes, guys, if you're not hitting the like button, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Paul, good to see you again so soon, my friend. Good to see you. As always, guys, hit the like and subscribe to the channel. Believe it or not, there's a special right now. YouTube is making a special promotion where it's actually free for you to hit the like and subscribe to the channel. No BS. I kid you not, guys. I kid you not. Mike, what's going on, man? Hopefully Hara is on top of the Binance for them trying to do the same thing all over again and actually got to the bottom of why we are. Yes, I agree. I agree. You know, I think that Binance now is kind of in a race. Of course, the chart is lagging my computer or my camera. Of course it is. Let me try doing it again. So yeah, like Binance is like they're trying to delist Jasmine before Hara can solve the problem now, right? I've gone over this so many times, it's not even funny. I'm almost tired of talking about it, but I do have a video coming out after this live stream is over, talking about how you can save, what you can do to save Jasmine from being delisted from Binance. So I have that video coming out shortly after this live stream is done, so make sure you guys watch that. By any chance, did Hara get back to you in regards? Nope, he has not. He has not. Jay, domo arigato, Mr. Roberto. This little Roberto, this little rally is just a taste of what's to come. Yeah, barely a taste, exactly. Barely a little smidgen of a taste. We still have a little sideways chop left before liftoff. I agree. I agree. It sucks when a company can hurt a little man like us financially because of their, yes, I know, deceitfulness. I agree. But in a positive note, hopefully all this gets, I really don't think that in the long run, Binance is going to get away with this. Like they might get away with what they're doing with Jasmine, but make no mistake about it, guys. In my opinion, in the long run, I believe that Binance is going to get their comeuppance at some point, right? The government is going to hammer them at some point because they just do too much. They do too much illegal stuff, too much market manipulation. At some point, most likely a company like a branch of government like the SEC is going to drop the hammer on them. They've already locked up their former CEO and they still didn't get the message, right? So you wait until regulations come into place. You wait. Once we get regulations passed through Congress, oh man, Binance is in trouble if they want to continue to operate inside the United States. I'll tell you that much. Mike, what's up, buddy? Thanks for all your work and dedication, keeping us informed and helping us make smarter moves. God bless you. God bless you too, Mike. Thank you so much, man. Guys, the support, absolutely off the charts. Appreciated. You have no idea, guys. You have no idea. I just read today where the Fed was going to have an emergency meeting about lowering interest rates. All we need now is the money printer turned on. I agree. I agree. Let's print that money, baby. Saw where the 2T Fed burr coming. We'll go boom soon. Yes, we're running out of buying opportunities, guys. Green light by the end of April? I think perhaps yes. I think you could be right. I think a sharp downturn today was from the Meta leak news. Maybe. I mean, I don't really know what Meta has to do with crypto. I mean, I understand what you're saying. It is the tech, it is the tech industry and everything. But what the issue with Meta is not really tech related. It's them committing perjury in Congress is really what it is. That's the problem, right? Nicole, thank you so much, Nicole. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Cheers, cheers, cheers with the orange flavored sugar-free monster. Guys, thank you so much. I really, really mean that. Evening, Rob. Did you pick up some maples yesterday? No, I'm actually going to go on Tuesday. The wife and I have agreed we're going to go pick up some maples on Tuesday. So hopefully silver kind of takes a little bit of a spill. Markets take a little bit of a spill over that time frame. I don't mind picking it up at its current price. I really don't, because I'm a long-term hodler of silver. So I mean, I'll buy it now. If it goes up $2, I'd still be going on Tuesday and buying it. It's a long-term thing for me. So so absolutely, like I gather as much of it as I can and I store it away for sure, for sure. So Tuesday is the date we are going. Big Botto gifting out 1 crypto future membership. Thank you so much, my guy, my dude, my brother from another mother, jacked up Bitcoin guy in the picture, man. I love it, man. I love it. Where were we? Where were we? Boo! Still got the hiccups. Bet not. Focus. Full moon Sunday night. We dumping. Let's go. I'll take a dump. Hey, if we dump on Sunday, I buy on Sunday. That's just the way she goes, man. XEN trying to run up some more. Yes. 48% to the upside right now, guys. 48.1. I'll put the chart back on the screen there if it breaks through, because it's lagging my camera for some reason. The KuCoin charts are lagging my camera. I don't know why. Dadsky, what's up, man? I don't care when the pump comes, especially if I get some more to DCA this month. Exactly. Blow off top, double bubble, super cycle. Let's freaking go. BTC track M2 supply, long time. You think BlackRock is going to let the 4-year cycle keep playing out, or is BlackRock Bitcoin? What a game we're playing. Yeah, maybe not with Bitcoin specifically, but with altcoins. Here's the thing, though. Even with Bitcoin, guys, you know, everyone keeps talking about the breaking of the 4-year cycle and stuff like that, but people don't seem to understand, like, because there's so many content creators out there spreading this kind of thing, especially Bitcoin maxis, is that absolutely nothing goes straight up and to the right. Nothing. The stock market has bear markets and it has bull markets, bull runs and bear runs. Crypto will do the same thing, right? Period. End of story. Bitcoin is not just going to keep going up and to the right forever. It's not going to never have a bear market, right? So, I mean, that's, if you believe that, I got a bridge to nowhere that I'll sell you too, right? So, Mike, what's up, buddy? Stock market had a rough day. Yeah, well, a lot of people took profits, I believe, right? Magic Power in the house. What's going on, man? What's going on? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Had to put a new goal up there. You guys helped me reach the goal already. Holy smokes! Thank you so much, guys. We got a new goal going. Go time. Gamma Goddess in the house. Absolutely, she is. So do you think the summer crash won't come till August? Yeah, well, I mean, right now, that's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping. Jasmine Crypto, what's going on, man? LFG, hell yeah. Jake the Snake, we got the dip. Get those chips ready, people. John, blessings, brother. Blessings. God bless, my friend. Beebs, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. My guy, my OG brother. Getting ready to rock and roll. Lions Den in the house. If you hit the like button, Rob has to love you forever. Even if you don't love Mr. T. There you go. Exactly. I am willing to make that commitment, right? I am willing to make that commitment, my guys. All right. What else do we have? SoFlo Rick in the house. What's up, weirdos? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, man. Hippity hop. Anyone else feel like we had this exact live stream back in January when XCN took off last time? Yes. Hopefully that's what's happening, man. Allison watching over on X again. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Go time. Bags are packed. XCN just made a lovely pop in the past hour. Yeah. 48.8. She's trying to break through again. We'll see what happens. Bitcoin's turning green too, so let's see. Let's see, guys. J Rock, XCM broke through resistance? No, it didn't. No, it has not. Many people's info worldwide, and you know how lazy people are. Same info for all their apps. That's why I think Meta, the case for, yeah. Jake the Snake says, thank you, Big Bateau. Ramon, what's up, buddy? I'll take a dump. I just heard that back. Yeah, didn't sound so good. Didn't sound so great. XCN, let's go. Beebs, Rob, do you think today's sell-off was because China and steel aluminum weren't touched and Wall Street noticed CPI numbers were... Yeah, I thought it was a little weird. I think you could be onto something there, Beebs, because I thought it was really weird, honestly, earlier today when I saw CPI and then I looked at Bitcoin and it was red instead of green. I was like, what? Like, that doesn't make any sense. That's exactly... But, I mean, when is Powell speaking on tomorrow, on Friday? Tomorrow's Friday, right? Yeah, is Powell... Let me know in the chat if you guys know. Is Powell speaking tomorrow? Because what he says could pump the markets, right? Danny, yo, what's up, buddy? Carlos, great day to be great to be here tonight. Yes, as always, brother. It's awesome to have you, man. Doug's in the house. What's going on, man? Didn't realize how many miles there were if you only got paid for each time you said the name. Didn't realize how many miles there were if you only got... I'm lost on how many mics there were. Oh, okay. Danny, my wife says, hello, Rob. Tell your wife I said congratulations on marrying Vegeta. Absolutely. That is a goal. That is an achievement right there. I guess no sleep tonight. Yeah, exactly. Gains in the house. What's up, buddy? Seems market didn't care about low CPI. Yeah, well, Beebs was on to something pretty interesting there, though. So we'll kind of see what happens. Christopher, not to spew FUD or anything, but here's some FUD. I saw today there have been mounting allegations of insider trading. Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, Chris, that's coming from Elizabeth Warren, right? So, I mean, you got to consider where stuff is coming from before you take it too seriously, right? Good evening, everyone. XCN is pumped. Yes, she is. Who will capitulate first, China or USA? Well, obviously China. What's up, Rob? Clint in the house. What's up, buddy? Appreciate everything you do to keep us informed. Hey, I got you covered, man. XCN, the strongest play so far. Maybe it will lead the way to the bottom. 1 cent 8. Yeah, it's got to break through. It's at 1 cent 7.334 right now. So we need that breakthrough, man. AZ Marine, what's up, buddy? It's been a minute, man. I heard that JD Vance called the Chinese peasants. These guys are getting rude and arrogant. Yeah, I don't know. I never heard him say that. He might have said it. I don't know. Or maybe it's just a rumor made up by someone who hates him. Could be. I don't know. I never heard it. So, thing is, people say a lot of things, right? We have to consider where information is coming from before we accept it as truth. Could be true. I have no idea. I have no idea. Okay, so what do we have going on tonight? Let's get into an article first, why don't we? All right, so what do we have here? Trump suspends tariffs, boosts stocks and crypto markets. Mr. T announced a 90-day suspension on certain tariffs on April 10th, 2025 in the U.S. The suspension temporarily alleviates global economic concerns and is viewed as a move to rebalance trade, prompting a surge in financial markets. Mr. T's announcement of a 90-day suspension of tariffs has led to a notable increase in U.S. market valuations. With his administration focus on trade rebalancing, significant economic implications are expected in the immediate period. The global financial environment undergoes a positive shift following this announcement. U.S. stock market reportedly gained $4 trillion in value swiftly. Imagine, guys, wait till we get to the point where the crypto market can gain $4 trillion in value in a day. That's going to be crazy, right? Bitcoin saw a spike, breaking $82,000, reflecting increased investor confidence and amid macroeconomic relief. Market observations and industry experts have responded with optimism regarding the temporary halt in tariffs. Statements reaffirming the strategy as part of Trump's economic policies have been reinforced, with key stakeholders indicating potential long-term benefits. Mr. T's statement encapsulates the sentiment. The necessity of tariffs is crucial for rebalancing trade. Did you know in the past, similar tariff relief measures have led to short-term boosts in global markets, illustrating the sensitivity of financial environments to trade policy changes? Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting, guys. So, I mean, rip the Band-Aid off, get it done, right? They say it will be good. We'll see what happens. All right, we got another video here to get through. U.S. markets not out of the woods yet amid tariff pause. Let's check it out.
Yes, now is Sarah Malik. She is Chief Investment Officer and Head of Equities and Fixed Income at Nuveen. And Sarah, I'm guessing you feel a little like the rest of us. I slept through my first alarm this morning. We've had other guests who have slept through their alarms this morning. It has been a lot to follow, to take in, and then to try and figure out what to do with it all. Where are you?
Well, Becky, I always set 3 alarms when I'm on the show, and I'm glad I did that today. I don't think we're out of the woods yet. The Trump put and the 90-day pause did take the worst case off the table, but we're still worried about 3 things. What does this mean for the economy, for China, and also earnings season? So starting with the economy at 10% base tariff rate, plus what's happening in China, that still takes about 1.5% off GDP for 2025. At best, that's skirting a recession. I still think it gets us into a mild recession. And it should add about 1% to PCE inflation. So that's going to tie the Fed's hands. Now, looking at China, the continued escalation there, I think, is going to create noise and volatility for the markets. And it also brings about the worry that we have about bond yields, which have been spiking, which really doesn't make any sense during this period where people are expecting the economy to slow. The worst case scenario there is our concern that perhaps the rest of the world is not viewing the U.S. as a safe haven anymore. And that would be a headwind for equities and fixed income. And then finally, as you were just talking about, first quarter earnings season kicks off tomorrow with banks. I think overall earnings season, about 7% growth is expected, but that's going to be backwards looking. What we're thinking about with the banks is what's going on with capital markets. We expect strong trading, but weak M&A. Is there any risk in the consumer credit cycle? What's the consumer doing? What are loan loss provisionings look like? All of that's going to be important as a forward look from their commentary.
Yeah, that I guess is a big part of the question. I guess we're fortunate to have earnings season hitting us now. It will give us a lot more insight into how companies are thinking about these things. What do you do ahead of that? Do you hold, wait and pause? Anybody who sold last week or earlier this week got punished massively yesterday. But Jeremy Siegel was on with us earlier saying he doesn't expect us to get back to the all-time highs anytime really soon. Certainly not this first half of the year.
I mean, that's the issue with trying to time the markets. Usually investors tend to do it at the wrong time. So we highly recommend, we highly recommend staying invested for these reasons, because when the markets whipsaw, you could never get in early enough to catch something that happened yesterday. You know, while we may have hit the lows for this period yesterday, but I think going forward, we're still going to be in a trading range and very dependent on tariff news and some of these negotiations that we see for the next 90 days. I don't think a strong 7-8% earnings season of earnings growth is going to get us out of this, because we're going to be worried about the earnings slowdown that we see that may be coming in front of us. So for investors, I think, you know, hang in there, keep a diversified portfolio, hold on to quality stocks. We like areas like dividend growers. These are companies that consistently raise their dividends, so they're well protected during a recession. We like infrastructure companies, which tend to be more economically resilient and are a play on building more in the US. And then look at select tech. A company like Broadcom seems very resilient here. AI demand actually looks quite inelastic during this cycle. So in tech, you can start to pick through the carnage with something like Broadcom.
Sarah, you were just pointing out that we're going to be pretty dependent still on the tariff news that comes out. If we were to hear that there were some deals that were cut, maybe with countries like Japan, South Korea, Vietnam, the UK, would that ease concern? Or is it really the biggies between China and the EU that matter, just in terms of what kind of an impact that will have to earnings and to our broader economy?
I think what the last week has told us, and yesterday, is that the Trump administration is increasingly focused on China. And I think that is where a lot of the escalation will happen. Some of the winners are exactly who you mentioned. If China loses, who wins? Areas like Korea could win, Indonesia, Thailand. These could be emerging markets that actually benefit with increasing escalation of tariffs on China. I think a lot of that, though, would be short-term news. So this is why I think volatility will remain high. It was great to see the VIX drop from 60 to the mid-30s yesterday. But I think volatility is going to remain high on all of these data points, because we cannot really get a handle around what does it mean for the U.S. economy at this point and for inflation. We can only take guesses here. I think, you know, you can run your numbers with a 10% base tariff. You're getting very close to a recession. Where we were on Liberation Day, I think, was pretty clear that we would have gone into a mild, at least a mild recession, probably a deeper recession. And so it's great to see that worst case scenario taken off the table. But it doesn't mean that there aren't some fairly poor scenarios still on the table that are likely to happen because of these tariffs.
I agree, guys. We are not out of the woods yet, as I've been telling you guys. And that's fine. That's fine. Through April, we can DCA, right? Shout out to the channel sponsor, guys. Decent self-custody wallet. Get yourselves one today. Link is down below in the description. Biometric authentication cold wallet. Uncompromised security, unparalleled convenience. The Decent hardware wallet sets new industry standards with biometric authentication. I use it. You guys should use it too. Get a great deal using our link down below. Check it out for yourselves. Let's get back into the chat a little bit here. I am so far king wheat. Rob, what price would you suggest unstaking XCN? Ask me over on the Patreon, and I will guide you through that, my friend. U.S. average tariff rate before the pause, 26.85. Yeah, net drop. Exactly. It's a little bit lower. Trying to get more Swift coin. Want to buy more if it drops. Hopefully it does. Yeah, Swift coin's running pretty strong too. It's up 19.5% right now. Strawberry Dragons with the super sticker. Thank you so much, dear. Thank you so much. I can't say it enough, guys. Like the support that you guys give, it really leaves me like I gotta find words. I need like a celebratory kind of software thing that goes off or something, right? Because I love you guys, man. Jack Sparrow, what's up, buddy? I'm inviting you to an American barbecue night after this bull run. You bring the beers, brother. You bring the beers. I'll bring the steaks. Total tariff for China is 145%. Good luck, America, buying cheap products. iPhone's going to cost $4,000 or more. Yeah. I saw today that apparently Apple shipped out like, was it something like 16 tons worth of Apple iPhones to was it the other day to they wanted to get them in before the tariffs took place. So but after that like 16 tons of iPhones is gone, yeah, then they're subject to these tariffs, right? So absolutely. And listen, here's the thing, I'm an Android guy anyway, so I don't care, right? Right. Rob got the fries to cross your eyes. I love it, brother. I love that. Nice, nice, nice. We got a super sticker from Nick. Nick, where you been, brother? I feel like I haven't seen you for a while. Not often anyway, brother. Where you been, man? How you been doing? And thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Where were we here? Beebs, China tariffs rate jumped 145%, and metals still facing 25% duties. These account for huge trade volumes. Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely, Beebs. Absolutely, brother. Squirt Reynolds in the house, another one that's been absent. Where you been, buddy? I feel like we still got a few red dildos coming this month based on the M2 money supply chart. Yes, we've been tracking it every day, brother. We've been tracking it every day. Hey, don't worry, Telly. I know you. Don't worry, boy. Don't feel bad. We'll get you in. We will get you in. Don't worry. I promise. Scooped a little Miria since it hasn't really ran with the rest. Yes. Well, yeah, Miria's up about 2% on the day. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, I would like to see. Here's the thing, though. Web3 gaming hasn't gained any momentum yet, but when it does, man, holy crap. But I agree. How anyone's not looking at Miria as a buying opportunity right now, man, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Crypto Future, what do you call knee gears? Oh, you. That's not cool, man. It did remind me of knee pads, though. You know, it's funny. As an old guy now, I went to a McDonald's. No, not a McDonald's. It was a play place with my son, like McDonald's, and they have those big plastic tubes that the kids crawl through and stuff. And I decided to go in there to chase my son, and I did not have knee pads on, and I didn't realize how much that killed and destroyed my knees. I was literally dragging my legs behind me because I was in so much pain. So, yeah. Mods, maybe we will get rid of Richard for that. McNerney, good evening, Rob. I always look forward to finishing my day with you, Otaku, and the crypto family. Yeah, man. Otaku comes on about an hour before I do. I know he comes on about 7 o'clock. I usually have him tuned. I'm usually tuned into his stuff in the background while I'm kind of preparing for my live stream, and I just kind of listen to him. Because that's my guy right there, man. That's my dude. You don't need a new iPhone. There you go. Exactly. What's driving XCN right now? It's a breakout on the charts, man. Listen, guys, if you're new to crypto, if you're under the impression that there needs to be some sort of a catalyst to pump a project, guys, that's not the case. I know that there's a lot of influencers out there that are trying to convince, like, that they do that for clickbait, right? Projects do not need catalysts to pump. This is just a breakout based on technical analysis for XCN, right? It was in a falling wedge pattern, and it's breaking out to the upside as a result of that, right? Nick, hello, Mr. Rob. Long time no talk. Yes, no kidding, brother. Been doing well. Been busy making that money. There you go. Investing heavy. All I know is that by the end of this year, I'm going to be on a very high 7-digit number. Good God willing. Hey, absolutely. Amen. Your lips to God's ears, brother. BTC back to 80K. We're back, boys. Is it? Oh, it is. Look at that. We're back above 80K. We're back. Maybe altcoins will start to respond as well. Very nice. Yes. Yo, Rob. So were those skeptical skins for Decent just an April Fool's joke, or are those real? As far as I know, they're real. But you know what? I will message my rep over there, and I'll ask them, because I'm pretty sure that they were real. Swift's having a solid day. Absolutely. Sending hellos to everyone in the crypto future. Joy's in the house. Welcome, welcome. Free pick. What's up, buddy? So more sideways action to come before. Yes, probably the entire month of April. Is that a close? No, it's not a close on 80K. If we go to the Bitcoin chart, as you can see, we got to close this daily candle tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central. That will be the bullish close that we're looking for. So, yes. 1 second here. I gotta find something. Where did he go? There we go. And hang on, sorry guys. There we go. I just had to ban someone for the inappropriate comment in the chat there that was very racist of them. So I had to remove them. We do not tolerate racism on this channel. Not in the chat, not anywhere. Right. What else do we have? My Decent Wallet Zebek issue got resolved, coach. Nice. There you go. That's what I like to hear. Please do, when you talk to your rep, ask him when they go live. Thanks, brother. Hey, no problem, man. No problem. You've been eliminated. Nice. All right, we got, what do we got? Okay, we got one more to go through, and then I got some one-on-one coaching calls I got to do over on the Patreon after this. So Amazon prices set to climb amid global economic shifts. I warned my wife about this today. I said, hey, you knock it off. Don't order anything else off Amazon until the prices go back down. In a move that reflects broader economic trends, Amazon is bracing for potential price increases across its platforms. This development is influenced by several factors, including the impact of rising tariffs on international trade and shifts in the global supply chain. Key factors are tariff hikes. Recent increases in tariffs on imports from countries like China are expected to significantly affect the cost structure of products sold on Amazon. Chinese sellers, who are major contributors to Amazon's marketplace, are considering either raising prices or exiting the U.S. market due to these tariffs. Supply chain pressures, ongoing trade tensions, and logistical challenges are forcing companies to reassess their pricing strategies. This includes factoring higher production and shipping costs, which are likely to be passed on to the consumers. Yay! Market dynamics. Amazon pricing strategy is also influenced by market competition and consumer demand. The platform's automated pricing tools help sellers adjust prices dynamically to remain competitive while maintaining profitability. As Amazon navigates these challenges, consumers can expect to see changes in prices across various product categories. The company's ability to adapt its business model and leverage emerging technologies will be crucial. Well, don't be ordering anything off Amazon anytime soon, I suppose, right? Michael, what is the next target for XCN if we break 1 cent 8? For me, next level would be 2 cents 013. Yeah, 2 cents 013 would be next. My next target, $2.47. I wish. Will the Zoom be late tonight? No, Zooms on Tuesdays and Thursdays are in the afternoon, my friend. They're not in the evenings on Tuesdays and Thursdays anymore. We changed them. No live tonight. Did I miss the one this afternoon? Nope, we didn't get to do one this afternoon because I had an interview with my son's, with a school for my son this afternoon. So, XCM pumping. Yeah, it is. How do I request? Just shoot me a DM. Shoot me a DM over there, and I will get you booked in. Early on Tuesday and Thursdays. Yep. It's because people sell cheap crap from me. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Take out the trash, homie. Hell yeah, Dave. Hell yeah, man. No worries, man. No worries. Jared, cool. So AI sets our prices now. We're doomed for sure. That's right. Congratulations on the good school for your boy. I'm really, really hoping on the one that we went to today. It is an hour, about an hour and 15 minutes outside the city. So it would mean that I would have to relocate. I'd have to move, but it's worth it. So yeah, so that's kind of what I'm really hoping for that one. So it's in a small town. I'm a small town guy. I just want to live in a small little town in a cabin on the lake somewhere and talk to you guys all day, right? So yeah. All right, guys, I got some one-on-one coaching calls I got to do over on the Patreon now. Listen, if you want to get your spots booked in, guys, get over to the Patreon. Listen, when you're on the Patreon, one-on-one coaching calls are a free tool for you, okay? They don't cost anything. So go on over there, guys. Get your spots booked in. Shoot me a DM. We'll get you scheduled in for one. And we can sit down, talk privately about your portfolio. We can have a look. We can check out your exit strategies, your profit-taking plans, what prices you should be getting out of your projects at, and how to compound your gains by rolling them into other projects, guys. So check that out. We're live over there every day as well. Microcap gem videos, education videos, and so much more, guys. Hugh. How long until the chairman tariffs settle? Well, they have 90 days right now, right? They have no. I think before July hits, all this tariff stuff's going to be behind us. Probably before June hits, really. But I think it'll all be behind us by then. So yeah. All right, guys, I'm heading over to the Patreon to do some one-on-ones. Get over there. The link is down below in the description. It's in the pinned comments. It's in the chat. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. God bless, guys.